Welcome back to Victoria Real Talk. I'm Catherine and this is Mike, and today we're talking about something that almost every buyer thinks about at some point.
Renovations. Whether you're looking at a fixer-upper to save money or want to customize your dream home, today we're giving you the real talk on what renovations actually cost in Victoria.
And more importantly, which renovations are worth it, which ones are the money pits, and what you need to know before you buy that character home with potential.
Because here's the thing, we see buyers fall in love with a house that's $200,000 cheaper than the updated one next door, thinking they'll just renovate. But does the math actually work?
That's exactly what we're diving into today. So let's get real about renovations.
All right, Catherine, right now we're at Splashes, which is Andrew Sherritt's beautiful showroom on Hillside. Let's start with the big one, kitchens. Everyone wants to renovate the kitchen. What are we really looking at cost-wise in Victoria right now?
So a basic kitchen refresh, new cabinet doors, countertops, backsplash, keeping the same layout, you're looking at about $25,000 to $40,000 minimum.
Okay, and that's if you're not moving any plumbing or electrical. The moment you want to change the layout, knock down a wall or move a sink, add another $15,000 to $30,000.
A full high-end kitchen renovation in Victoria, well, we're seeing $60,000 to $100,000 plus. And here's what shocks people. That timeline is usually 8 to 12 weeks, sometimes longer with permit delays.
And bathrooms are the same story. A basic bathroom update, new vanity, toilet, tile, fixtures, starts around $15,000 to $25,000.
But if you're moving plumbing, adding heated floors, going high-end finishes, well, $30,000 to $50,000 per bathroom is not unusual.
Now let's talk about big structural stuff, foundation work, because we see a lot of older Victoria homes with foundation issues.
Foundation repairs can range from $20,000 for minor underpinning to $80,000 or more for full foundation replacement. And you can't skip this one. Banks won't even give you a mortgage on a house with serious foundation issues.
Roofing is another big one. A new roof in Victoria runs $12,000 to $25,000, depending on the size and materials. And if you've got a heritage home with a complex roof line, could be even more.
So here's what we tell our clients. Before you fall in love with that fixer-upper, get a proper home inspection and a budget at least for 20% more than the estimates. Renovations always uncover surprises.
Okay, so now that we've scared everyone with the cost, let's talk about which renovations actually add value when it comes time to sell.
Because not all renovations are created equal. Some give you a great return on investment and others, you'll never see the money back.
Top of the list for value add in Victoria, kitchens and bathrooms. A modern, updated kitchen can add $50,000 to $100,000 to your home's value, especially in neighborhoods like Fairfield or Oak Bay, where buyers expect updated homes.
But here's the key, you don't get dollar for dollar back. If you spend $80,000 on a kitchen, you might get $60,000 to $70,000 in value. It's still worth it, but don't expect to break even.
What else adds value? Finishing a basement or adding a legal suite. In Victoria's rental market, a mortgage helper is huge. A legal suite can add $100,000 to $150,000 to your home's value.
But, and this is important, it has to be legal. We see so many unauthorized suites that buyers can't count on for rental income or resale value.
Creating a legal suite in Victoria costs anywhere from $60,000 to $120,000, depending on whether you need a separate entrance, if the ceiling height works, and all the permit requirements are there.
Other smart renovations, updating electrical and plumbing systems. Buyers are willing to pay more for a home where they know the mechanicals are solid.
Now, let's talk about money pits. Number one, pools. In Victoria's climate, pools are a tough sell. You might spend $75,000 to $150,000 installing a pool, but many buyers see it as a maintenance headache.
Yeah. Over-personalized renovations are another one. That custom wine cellar or the ultra-modern addition on a 1920s character home. They're narrowing your buyer pool significantly.
And here's one people don't think about. High-end landscaping. Yes, curb appeal matters, but spending $50,000 on landscaping rarely gives you that money back. Buyers will pay for clean and tidy, but not necessarily for elaborate gardens.
Right. The rule of thumb, renovate for the neighborhood. If you're in a $900,000 neighborhood, don't put in $200,000 worth of renovations expecting to sell for $1.2 million. The market won't support it. All right, let's walk through a real scenario. You're looking at two houses in Fernwood. One is fully updated at $1.1 million. The other needs work and is listed at $900,000. Should you buy the fixer-upper?
Well, this is where we need to do the math. Let's say the $900,000 house needs a new kitchen, 2 bathroom updates, fresh paint throughout, new flooring, and some landscaping.
Okay, so the kitchen, $35,000. The 2 bathrooms, $40,000 total. Paint and flooring, $20,000. Landscaping, $10,000. That's $105,000 right there, and we're being conservative.
So your all-in cost is $1,005,000. But here's what people forget: your time, your stress, living through renovations, or carrying 2 mortgages or renting if you can't live there during the work.
Plus, if you're financing, you're paying interest on that $900,000 while the renovations are happening. Add another $15,000 to $20,000 in carrying costs if the renovation takes 6 months.
So realistically, you're at $1,020,000 to $1,025,000, and that's all in. And you've spent 6 months managing contractors. Meanwhile, the updated house at $1.1 million, you really move in and you're done.
A lot simpler. Sounds like it. Now that said, there are scenarios where the fixer-upper makes sense. If you're handy and can do some of the work yourself, if you have flexible timing, or if you really want to customize everything to your taste.
Or if the price gap is bigger, if that fixer-upper is $800,000 and the updated one is $1.1 million, now you've got $300,000 gap and the math works differently.
Here's our advice. Before you make an offer or on a fixer-upper, get a contractor to walk through with you, get real estimates, not guesses.
And be honest with yourself about your bandwidth. Do you have the time and energy to manage a renovation? Because it's basically a part-time job.
Also, talk to your mortgage broker first. Some lenders have restrictions on lending for homes that need significant work, and you need to know if you can even get financing.
Let's talk about something that trips up a lot of people: permits. Mike, when do you actually need a permit?
Well, we're currently standing outside the Oak Bay Municipal Hall. This is where you would come to get a permit if doing a renovation in Oak Bay. Pretty much anything structural, electrical, or plumbing requires a permit. New kitchen, need a permit. Bathroom reno, permit. Finishing a basement, definitely need a permit.
And here's what people don't realize. Permit timelines in Victoria can be 6 to 12 weeks or longer, especially for anything that needs a variance or involves heritage properties.
We've seen buyers purchase a home thinking they'll start renovations immediately, only to find out they're waiting 3 months just for permit approval.
The cost of permits varies. So budget $1,500 to $5,000 depending on the scope of work. And if you skip the permit, you could face fines, and worse, you might have to undo the work when it comes time to sell.
And speaking of which, finding contractors in Victoria right now, it's competitive. Good contractors are booked out months in advance.
So our advice, get at least 3 quotes, check references, make sure they're licensed and insured, and get everything in writing.
Red flags, a contractor who wants a huge deposit up front, doesn't want to pull permits, or gives you a quote without actually seeing the property in detail.
And timeline-wise, be realistic. A kitchen takes 8 to 12 weeks, and a full home renovation, 6 months to a year is not unusual, especially with permit delays and supply chain issues. So we've talked about all the challenges of renovations. Let's talk alternatives, because sometimes the best renovation is just buying the right house to begin with.
Option 1, buy newer. Yes, newer homes cost more up front, but you're getting modern systems, energy efficiency, and usually a warranty No surprise repair costs for years.
In Gordon Head or Oak Bay, you can find homes built in the last 10 to 15 years that need zero work. You're paying a premium, but you're also getting peace of mind.
Option 2, buy something that's partially updated. Maybe the kitchen and bathrooms are done, but you need to paint and update flooring. That's manageable without major contractor work.
We see this a lot in James Bay and Fairfield, homes where someone did the big stuff 10 years ago. So the bones are good, but it needs cosmetic refreshing.
And option 3, if you do want a fixer-upper, consider a renovation loan or a HELOC strategy where you buy, renovate, then refinance. Talk to a mortgage broker about this.
The key is having a plan and realistic expectations. Renovations can be worth it, but only if you go in with your eyes open.
So there you have it, the renovation reality check. Whether you're buying a fixer-upper or planning updates to your current home, now you know what to expect.
The bottom line, renovations cost more and take longer than you think. But with the right planning, the right team, and realistic expectations, they can absolutely be worth it.
Just don't let HGTV fool you into thinking you can renovate a home in 6 weeks for $50,000. This is Victoria, not TV.
So next week, we're exploring Victoria's waterfront properties, what you get at different price points, and whether oceanfront living is worth the premium.
Until then, I'm Mike.
And I'm Catherine. Thanks for joining us on Victoria Real Talk.
And if you're thinking about buying a fixer-upper or need contractor recommendations, reach out to us. We've got a whole network of trusted trades and we're happy to help.
See you next week.